Hi, Shalom. I pray you're doing good and that the Lord has kept you. He has been good, so faithful, and you are still keeping the faith. Today we are talking about when you forget the pain of your past, you stop moving forward. People who are living on this earth, but remember we are driven by the pain of the past. So what am I meaning? I know you're wondering what am I meaning when I'm talking about whenever you forget about the pain of the past, you stop moving forward as a man. You need to understand that you and me, we are waking up each and every day to work extra hard because we don't want to be in a places where we were the other day. When you remember the journey of the children of Israelites, they were not moving. They were in the wilderness, there was no food, they were feeling hungry, they were thirsty, and there was no water. And remember, Moses had left them to go and seek the face of God. So they started telling Aaron and Moses that you will have left us to suffer in Egypt. Because there we were suffering, we were in slavery, but there was food. We were in slavery, but we were sleeping well. So because they forgot about the pain they were going through, and they now started remembering now that we are stuck here. There's no food. Sorry, there's no food. There's no water. So we are not moving forward. Remember, they stopped moving because they forgot about the pain they went through during their times in Israel. I mean, in Egypt. So as a man or a woman who are living this earth, the moment you forget about the pain you endured, about the pain you went through in the past, that is the moment you stop moving forward. Because you are supposed to be driven by your previous pain. It's your previous pain that makes you even that should motivate you, should encourage you to work extra hard. When you remember the days you went without food, makes you even gives you a reason why you should work hard so that your children will never sleep hungry. You remember the moments you slept crying, the moments you are walking on the street carrying those application letters. If you remember the application letters you wrote, the emails you sent when you are looking for this job you are playing around with, it gives you a reason. That is the reason you should even work extra hard in your current job. When you remember where you are, when you remember the process you went through in some years back or sometimes back, it should give you a reason. It should motivate you to work extra hard so that you will never want to go back to where you were that time. So we are people who are walking, yes, but we are not just walking as mere men. We are walking, but we are driven by the pain that we endured in the past, which is motivating us to work even extra harder. So you are living as a man, as a woman, yes. If you remember the pain you went through, if you remember the early mornings you wake up, you remember the days you went without food because you wanted to make your parents proud, you wanted to make your guardians proud, you wanted to pass these exams. You see, it should give you a reason even to work extra hard. When you remember, if you remember the place you are sleeping as a young man or as a young person, it should give you a reason even to work extra hard so that you never want to sleep where you are sleeping now some years to come. So that you the moment you stop your pain, you stop remembering your pain, the moment you stop remembering what you went through as a human being, that is the same moment you are going to stop moving as a young person, because you are driven by what you went through. A car is not going to move minus fuel. You must put in the cars before it starts moving. So without you see, fuel is like the pain. The pain is what propels you to your future. The pain we went through is what is going to propel you to move to your destiny. What you went through as a person is going to propel you to move to the greater heights as a person. Destiny just don't just people don't just arrive at their destiny just anyhow. In this channel of destiny, you remember your pain. Your pain is going to help. It's going to propel you as a person to move to your destiny. So yes, you are like, but you know, What I went through as a young person, it's so hard. I have gone through hell. Yes, you've gone through hell. But the question is this hell you're talking about propelling you to want to know more God more? Or you are just there because you are celebrating what you went through as a person? Pain is also something you should embrace. Pain is something that when you should remember, and it should help you to work even more hard. These things you are playing with, these resources that you are choking around with, if you remember the days you went minus these resources, it should give you a reason that it should give you a reason that you should even use these resources you have more properly. Because remember the days you went without these resources, these things that God has blessed in your hand. Remember the days you didn't have these things. How are you living? Remember the days you are surviving. But now that God has granted you an opportunity to live as others, an opportunity to enjoy life, enjoy it in a godly way. Enjoy it knowing that I'm enjoying, but I'm working hard so that I will never want to be where I was some years back. Because the truth of the matter is, whether you went through pain, whether you've not experienced pain, you are not where you are last year or some years back. Because we are growing. God has helped us that we are growing. So the challenges we have experienced, we have faced. Some of you have faced the pain that if you start talking what you went through as a person, people will start crying, because it was a hard situation. It was a very terrible thing to go through as a person. But remember now, you shouldn't give up, because that pain, you encounter that pain for a reason, that when God, it propelled you to be who you are now. Out of the furnace of affliction, that's how strong men are made. Out of the furnace of affliction, that is how witnesses are made. Because minus you undergoing that affliction, you are not going to testify. You are not going to be a witness, because witnesses, you must see something for you to be a witness. You can't be a witness minus information. And for you to have information, you need to experience this affliction. So that finally, when you get there, you will say, I saw this one. I experienced it as a person. So with your experience, you can now give a testimony. You are a witness because you experienced what you are talking about. And remember, you might have forgot everything. But we are made who we are because of the pain we went through. And remember this. If you are destined to be great, or if you are in the school of greatness, you should remember that troubles or afflictions is your school fees. So it means for you to be great, you are going to face a lot of affliction. You're going to face a lot of trouble. But the trouble you are facing, the affliction you are facing, they are the school fees you are paying for your greatness. So never give up. Never lament that I'm going through this and this. What is the benefit of me going through? God knows. That is why God allowed the devil to test Job, because he understands that, this is my chosen one. And I want to just test him. And the Bible says, everything that Job had, it was returned back in a double portion. It means after the afflictions, God is going to restore us even 2 times more than we were. So out of the furnace of affliction, that's how great people are made. So I know challenges are here and there. We are going through hard situation, but it's worthy to suffer now so that we enjoy tomorrow than to enjoy now and we suffer tomorrow. So let's pay the price. Let's stay low. Let's lower our pride and focus on God rather than focusing on men. God bless you as you prepare, as you are paying the price, and may you live a worthy life, and may God bless you. May God bless the work of your hands. May God bless whatever you are doing as a person. If you are at work, may God bless the work of your hand. May God multiply, may God increase it. Shalom. May God bless you.